and thanks for being a part of my story. Today I have Kent here with me. We're going to be doing a couples Q&A, but before we do that, we wanted to make a really big announcement. I am going to go ahead and let Kent tell you guys the super exciting news that I've let you guys kind of hinted about, saying he's been gone a couple weekends and stuff like that. So, can I tell him?
Yeah. Well, last couple months, like Paige has hinted at, I've been in the process of enlisting in the Air Force Reserves, and last Friday I got sworn in.
So that also leads to some other exciting news. We're not entirely sure yet when he is going to be sent away for basic and tech school. We're thinking it's going to be like middle of June, but we're not officially for sure yet. So that means moving. I'll be moving to Michigan for the 4 months that he is gone. Whenever he comes back, the 4 months, he is choosing to serve out of where?
Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah, so we're gonna be moving to Ohio most likely, and yeah, so we're super excited. I'm so proud of him. It's something he's been wanting for a while, and then the last couple of months it's just came true, so we're really excited about it. So that kind of leads into a couple of the questions that were sent to us from some friends we knew, but we wanted to announce that before we got into the questions, or it wouldn't really make sense. So but without further ado, let's get into the questions. Okay, so the first question is, and these aren't in any particular order, and I apologize for this glare, guys. The lighting is not the best. But the first question is, are you nervous about the time apart during basic training? And my answer for that is, I'm not nervous, I'm just sad. I've already cried about it multiple times and it hasn't even happened yet, but I'm really sad that I'm going to be separated from him. But we met in school, as you guys know. If you're newer, we met in college. He was from Missouri, I'm from Michigan, so we've done the long distance before. It's hard. So
Only this time we won't be able to talk to each other for a couple months.
yeah, I mean, I'll get maybe like a 2-minute phone call or something, which is better than nothing. But yeah, are you nervous?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna miss you, but I look at it this way: if there's been so many men and women in the Air Force that have gone through basic before me, I have nothing to fear. I know I can make it. If everybody else did, why can't I?
And these next two are kind of just for me. Am I nervous about Kent joining the military? Not really. I'm very proud of him, and Kent is just doing Air Force Reserve, so it's not as likely for him to be called away on service, but so I'm not super nervous. If he gets called away, I would be nervous. Are you excited to move back to Michigan for a while? I am very excited to move back to Michigan. Don't get me wrong, I love his family here, and I love the time I've had here, and I'm not saying that we won't ever come back here, but for the time being able to go back to Michigan to my family, because it's been a while since I've actually lived around my family, I'm really excited for it, because yeah, I miss my family.
Plus, you get all the good restaurants back home. You get to go to Tim Hortons and Big John and
Yes.
Jet's Pizza and all the good stuff up there.
I miss Tim Hortons so much. If you guys didn't see in my last video, or the video before, my top Weight Watchers must-haves, I had a big, huge bag of Tim Hortons coffee.
She's not lying. It's like 2 pounds worth.
The next question is, how do we enjoy the married life? and I enjoy it. I mean, we lived together before we were married, so I mean, it's not really that different. We just really have a title now as husband and wife. But, yeah, it goes good. Sometimes he's a pain in the butt. But
That's just part of being married. Well, like my mom and dad said the other day, you know, they've been together almost 35 years and married for over 30, and they still anger each other, but at the same time, I know they still love each other, so.
there's times in your marriage that you're gonna struggle, you're gonna fight, but we get over it really easily. We don't really go to bed angry with each other. We always fix our fights before we go to bed because we think it's really important. And we're May, so in a couple of weeks it'll be 6 months that we've been married, and it's been pretty good so far.
Oh, won't we be on the...
Oh yeah, and we'll be on our Disney cruise actually during our half year.
I was gonna say, I think we'll be in Nassau.
Yep. And that will actually be circling back to, am I scared of being separated? Depending on how long his tech school is, he possibly might be gone for our 1 year, which kind of sucks, but...
I'm hoping not.
I know.
But...
we're both hoping not. Has it been hard keeping God first in our marriage? And do we spend time with the Lord together or separately? So the first part of that question is, there are some times it's hard to keep God first, like when we're fighting or anything like that. But like I said, we talk our arguments out. I always pray. I say, please help me make this better, God. Please help me see that I'm wrong in this situation and things like that. And I always try to put God first. What's your take on it?
I mostly just reflect back on everything we did before we were married, like our study we were given. I just think back to the chapters that focused on when we're angry with our spouse, when we're fighting, and what verses that were highlighted within those chapters. And I think reflecting on that and looking at the words of the apostles and Jesus, it kind of helps put things into perspective. Like Paige said, to see that, you know, it's not just her that's wrong, it's me too.
And we do some Bible studies together. We actually use the Bible app, and you can sync 2 different accounts together, so you can actually do a Bible study together. But we've also looked at a couple books at Barnes & Noble as well that we've thought about starting. But there's also some separate time. I know I spend time in the morning. So it's kind of like an equal amount of spending time together and separately. The next question is, what is your favorite thing to do as a couple together? And we kind of have 2 things. You want to tell them the first one?
Well, we've always kind of liked to go to the movies together. I mean, even, the day after we got married, or first couple days, one of the first things we did was go see A Star Is Born.
We love going to the movies. That was one of my favorite things to do back home with my siblings, and I really missed it, and he still takes me, so that's nice. It's just something I really like to do to get out of the house.
Yeah.
And then our second thing, we love SpongeBob. We grew up with SpongeBob. We love SpongeBob. We're gonna be sad when SpongeBob's over. Anytime SpongeBob's on, if we can catch it, we're watching it. We fall asleep to SpongeBob. It's an obsession.
So we also mentioned Home Goods and
yes,
like Target, Home Goods.
Just shopping around.
Yeah.
We don't always buy stuff. We just like to go and look, especially Home Goods, because they always have different things.
Now, that being said, if we see something that we want, and given the nature of home goods, where the products are only in stock for so long and it varies, best believe we're going to buy it.
Oh, yeah. We grab things up right away. He loves looking at the pasta and pasta sauces, so he grabs those stuff up right away. And this one's kind of a fun question. Do you pick out his clothes or what he buys for his clothes, or does he? And it's kind of a mixture, honestly. I work at Buckle, as I've mentioned a bunch on this channel. So I get a pretty good discount. So if something comes in and I know he'll like it, I'll grab it before it even goes on the floor. For holidays and stuff, I like to pick out his clothing. But I also like getting his opinion. If, like I said, if there's something at work but I don't know if he'll like it 100%, I'll ask him to come up after he's done with work and try it on, or pick it out, or I'll send him pictures.
I think she pretty much hit all the points. I mean, I have the stuff that I've bought over time that I like, but I also enjoy her input, and some of the stuff has actually been really nice to wear.
Mm-hmm. Like some of the stuff he wouldn't even imagine wearing, and then he put it on, and he was like,
I like it.
This is comfortable. I ask for his opinion all the time.
Sometimes she doesn't like what I have to say.
Yeah. I don't. But actually, there are some days like I'm running late for work, so while I'm getting ready doing my makeup or something, I ask him to pick out an outfit. And there are some times I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that. But there's sometimes he picks out something and I love it. So.
It's hit or miss.
Yeah. All right, we have 2 more questions left. The first one is, what is something you love about your significant other, but they might find embarrassing? And you want to go first?
Well, I mean, it's kind of cute in its own way, but it's more funny than anything. But we'll just be sitting watching TV or something, and Paige will just, it's out of nowhere. But it's funny when she does it in public. We'll be eating or something, she'll, and then just, that, or usually followed up with, oh, geez. And I think whenever she panics like that, that's what I think is, I think what I love about it, because it's just an unexpected reaction from her.
Yeah, I don't mean to burp in public, but sometimes it does happen. I think the thing I love about him, but he probably finds embarrassing, is like if we go out or something and you just see him kind of get red a little bit if he's drinking a beer or something, and it's just after a couple drinks, and it's just cute. I don't know why. He just gets really red, but he thinks it's embarrassing, but I don't think it's embarrassing.
I mean, it's not like I stay red. It usually self-resolves, but I don't really know what causes it, but just kind of happens. I figure it's something I inherited because my mom's the same way.
It's not like he's drunk or anything. It's after a couple drinks, and I just think it's cute, but he thinks it's embarrassing. So,
Just a little bit.
And then the big Mama Gemma question that everybody wants to know.
And I mean everybody.
Is, when are we gonna have children? How many children do we want? Do you hope it's a boy or a girl? So, I hope it's a girl. I would love a baby girl whenever we have kids. But he wants a boy. He wants a son, right?
Well, yeah, I want to carry on my family name.
Well, yeah, I want a boy eventually, but what do you want for our first?
Isn't it obvious?
A boy. So we're kind of split right here. I would like 3 kids. How many would you think?
I would say 3.
Yeah. When? And obviously not right now, since he's leaving soon. That would be horrible. to us personally. Nothing against anybody who gets pregnant before their husband or boyfriend or anybody goes to basic or tech school. It's just for us. I would like him to be there for everything, and he would like to be there for everything. Of course, not everything always goes to plan, but we would like to keep it. This is our plan, but of course, God always has another plan, so you never really know. But we would like to wait until he gets back from tech school and everything, until we get settled in, and then we're thinking maybe like a month after we're all settled in and you're back from tech school.
I would say months, 2 months, yeah.
Yeah, we will start trying. So probably within the next year, half of a year.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, probably around like November-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe December, depending on when I get back.
Yeah. So yeah, which that's exciting too, because I kind of want a baby. I've had baby fever, haven't I?
For the longest time.
But I'm gonna wait. So yeah, guys, that's our marriage Q&A so far, and our big announcement that we've been holding on to and I've been hinting at, like I said earlier. So I'm so proud of him for going into the Air Force. Like I said, it's something he's been wanting to do for a while, and it's just been a process, and we didn't want to say anything before it was all over. So, and we apologize for the horrible lighting. It's nighttime, and it's just the only time we really had to film. So, but with that being said, I hope you guys liked it. Comment down below if there's any other questions you would like to ask us and we'll answer. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you guys join our little family, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.